What's going on? It is Special K. We are inside the KISS studios with new artist Jessie James. Welcome, girlfriend.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So, personally, I'm not too familiar with you, which is why I'm glad you're here, because we get to know you.
I'm
a
brand
little
new.
bit. She's brand new.
Brand new, spanking
Brand new. So basically, what I'm going to ask you to do is just introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Jessie James, and I'm a new artist on Island Def Jam. And my single just came out 2 days ago. Actually, 3 days ago. April 13th? April 14th? Day before my birthday. My birthday was April 12th, so happy birthday to me. It was a good present. And it's called Wanted, and I wrote it with American Idol judge Kara Diagordi and Mitch Allen, David Hodges, and Mitch Allen produced it. And I'm really excited. We're on a promo tour right now. I've been singing forever. And we're just going to all the radio stations and getting the music out there. It's all good.
It's all good. Out. So give us the story of how you started. You're a new artist, but give us like the backstory. Like you've been singing since you were a kid with the hairbrush in the mirror, or what? Like how did it all begin?
It was actually with a straightening iron. But yes, I've been doing this forever. I started singing whenever I was like 2. And my first time on stage was whenever I was 9. I entered a talent show, and I won the entire thing. It was the first time a child had ever won the overall contest. So from then on, I just started performing, being asked to perform different fairs and festivals, and I continued doing it. And I started playing guitar when I was 9 to write my own music, and so I started writing when I was 9. And then when I was 15, I started going back and forth to Nashville from Georgia, writing with other big writers. And then Big Yellow Dog, which is a publishing company, kind of got me on the shoulders and helped me out and introduced me to a lot of different writers, which was great. And then when I was 17, I tried to get a record deal in Nashville. Everybody said no because it was way too pop and just too soulful, too much, whatever it was. And so after I graduated high school, it's a long story, but I'm going to keep going.
No, I like the long story.
I'm a details
person, so this is good.
I like to tell the details. So after high school, I went back to Nashville, and I stayed for like a couple of weeks, 3 or 4 weeks maybe. And one of my songs was on hold for Carrie No One at the time. It was called Gypsy Girl. And the song ended up in the hands of one of the A&Rs at Island Def Jam. His name was David Gray. He heard the song, loved it, loved my vocal, asked for a couple more songs, then played it for the president, David Massey, and they flew me up. And I sang for both of them, and they loved it. And they're like, great, now all I have to do is sing for L.A. Reid. And so luckily, I didn't really know that much about him. I'd educated myself so much in country music that I didn't really know that much about a lot of the pop people in the business, you know. So I'm sure if I would have known really what he had done, I would have like scared to death. So I walked in, and he was like, you better be a good singer because I'm in a bad mood. I was like, all right, that's fine. He had just had a girl group in there that were just terrible, and he was really upset about it. So I was like, all right, let's do this thing. So the song was called My Cowboy, and I had like a karaoke version of it. The producer had sent over a track without the vocals. So they pressed play. I started singing to it, and he said, stop the tape right now, stop. He was like, you're lip syncing. I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, yeah, there's vocals on there. I was like, no, there's not. He's like, don't sing. And he told the assistant to press play again. He pressed play, and there were no vocals on the tape. And so I just jumped in, and I started singing again, and then he lit up, got up from behind his desk, started dancing and singing along to the song, and then gave me a big hug and was like, we're going to dinner. Welcome to the label. It was great. That's how I came here.
Dang, that's pretty awesome.
It's a kind of a cool story, don't you think?
You went to dinner with L.A. Reid that night?
We went to dinner. He was so nice. He was really sweet. We had like a good dinner. The other guy, David Massey, came as the president of Mercury. We all just went to dinner, and he just was telling me how much I'm going to love it at the label, and I'm not allowed to leave New York till I sign.
Yay!
It's cool. So I spent 6 months making the album, writing it, and staying in the studio till 3 in the morning just working on it, and it's finally done.
So those hours that you're like in the studio till 3 in the morning, are you like, pew, but then you have to remind yourself, like, it's all worth it, it's really happening?
No, you know what? Like, I love it. There were times, of course, I was physically tired, but I love being in the studio. I think that's one of my favorite parts of the process, is the creative process. I love being in there and saying, add this in there, add a little bit of this guitar, put this in. I love being a part of it and adding vocals and writing more music. It's the best part. The creative process is my favorite.
Well, another aspect of like the music business and stuff and where you're at is the whole performing thing and stuff like that. Do you like doing that too, or is that kind of like...
Absolutely. I love all of this. But I love performing as well. I like to entertain. that's part of the job, you know. I really enjoy that. I love the creative process, but I like going out there and singing the songs and seeing people happy and smile, and it's great. I mean, the whole thing is great.
Do you see yourself like more like entertain, like Britney entertain, where it's like huge show, or more like Christina Aguilera entertain, where it's like everyone's like wowed by like huge vocals?
Well, you know, I saw Christina's show, and hers was a lot too. I think, I mean, I like it stripped down. I really do. I like
Whoa.
it to be about the music.
Just kidding.
But stripped down, no. I like it just to be vocals. I like to be barefoot. I like it to be about the music, and of course, I love to dance and entertain. But I don't think I need to overdo it with all the other things. I feel like the music speaks for itself. I don't think I need to overcompensate for lack of. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a slam?
No, not at all. I just don't think I need all that stuff. Like, have you seen Nickelback show?
Yeah.
I
love
love their.
Nickelback.
Me too.
Yeah.
Chad is so sexy. It's my favorite show. Anyway, Nickelback is awesome, and their show is stripped down. I mean, they got rugs on stage. They got flames going everywhere, but they're just playing songs, and he's really good with the audience. I mean, he just sits there and talks to them. There's someone on the side of the stage always like, speed it up, you're talking too much. I love that.
Yeah. Well, I know we're probably going to get to know you more and more, like, through your music and stuff like that, but since we have you here, what I want to know is the stuff that's not, like, the music stuff. Like, what do you like to do when you're not doing music?
I like doing makeup, of course. We've got a Sephora thing going on. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm part of the Sephora tour. I just don't know if it was confirmed yet. I'm part of the Sephora thing, and they just told me I could pick out all this makeup, and I'm so happy about that. But I like to relax, to be honest with you. I mean, all I do is music. This is my main thing. But whenever I have time off, I stay in my robe all day. And I have a little dog, and I play with my dog.
What kind of dog?
A Yorkie.
I have a Yorkie.
You do?
Is it a big one?
They're little people.
Yeah, no, she's teacup.
Mine's 4 pounds.
Yeah, she's like, well, she's only like 8 months right now, but she's 1 pound, 12 ounces. So she's probably going to be like 2.5 full grown.
They're the best dogs in the
Yeah.
world. I mean, they're people. They're
Is
little
it a
people.
boy or a girl?
Girl.
What'd you name her?
Lulu Bell.
Oh, cute.
Lulu Bell James.
Lulu Bell and Diva would be BFFs.
Really?
Yeah.
Lulu is the sweetest dog ever. I just brought her to Hawaii, so.
How did that work out with the whole flying thing? Because I wanted to
They
take
put her underneath the plane.
Really?
Well, in Hawaii you have to do that because of agricultural rule. But other than that, when you travel, I mean, I just put her on my lap.
And no one freaks out? Do you like have to give her like tranquilizer?
No.
I was like, because I was worried because like she's kind of.
Well, you gotta put him in like this little book bag kind of thing, like just like a dog carrier, and you have to put him underneath the seat. But I don't do that. I just take her out of it and put her on my lap because if I leave her underneath her, she's gonna bark the whole time. So I tell the stewardess, do you want her to bark the whole time or can she be on my lap? You make the decision.
Right.
So some of them are like, put her underneath the seat, so she just barks the whole time, like.
And the people
Stewardess
next to you,
thought-
they like freak
I'm
out.
like, I'm sorry. Tell the stewardess to let her out.
Yeah, I know that's how Diva would be. 'Cause she would be like in the thing underneath, and she'd be like, wow, wow, wow.
That's
And
what
then
mine
she'd come up
does.
and she'd be like, what's up?
She just,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
calm.
exactly what Lulu does. She does not like to be underneath that thing. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be under a seat.
Yeah, it'd be scary. You're like, what is this
It's
thing?
really cold.
My ears
It'd be
hurt.
miserable.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to play with my dog. I like to relax. Not really a big person that goes out. I just turned 21, so that could change, but
Yeah.
never been really one to go out.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I like
especially
to
with
do.
all like the LA parties you'll be invited to.
Oh Lord,
right?
no way. I've gone a couple of those, but I've gone and like left 15 minutes later. I cannot get into the whole who's who thing, like who's famous and social thing. I get so annoyed.
Have you like run into anyone that you were like, oh my gosh, really? You're not that special.
Yeah, and I can't say their name.
Why not? Give us a little hint. You don't have to say it.
I cannot say it because I would get in trouble. Cause
She would not get in trouble. Really?
I mean,
really?
yeah.
Really?
Oh, I mean, you know, it's never good to talk about anybody. You never know.
I did meet somebody who I will
Okay.
say was so full of themselves, he made me crazy.
Wow.
So you got a he out of it.
You got a he.
That's
It's a
it,
guy. Someone in Hollywood is full of
I
themselves.
was like, please. It was
Imagine that.
ridiculous. He was jumping up on tables like, I'm the best, I'm the best. Like, get me out of here. You know who it is.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep the sweetness. You don't have to say it.
Yes.
What I want to hear is this. They're going to
Wanted.
perform the new single, Jessie James, and the boys in the studio right now, giving you